Uh, so the same words of the song, when I heard the second antra again, when I first initially did not like it, but I heard it again, and for some reason when I heard this time I said, wow, this is amazing. Not just I liked it, I thought it was fantastic. So and I thought some more about it, and it's very, very beautiful words. So which song? Anyone? Any guesses? Oh my god. Not yet. Okay, it's hard to guess from the chords, but so now again, of course, we always redirect the words and lyrics to oneness, to consciousness, to awareness, to the divine. So, so this the one antra I have sung before. This is Tu Mera Khuda, तू ही दुआ में शामिल, तेरे बिना गुजारा है दिल है मुश्किल. So the first mantra, of course, is ये रूह भी मेरी, ये जिस्म भी मेरा, उतना मेरा नहीं जितना हुआ तेरा. तूने दिया है जो वो दर्द ही सही, तुझसे मिला है तो इनाम है मेरा. मेरा आसमां ढूंढे तेरी ज़मीं, मेरी हर कमी को है तू लाज़मी. ज़मीं पे ना सही तो आसमां में आमिल, तेरे बिना गुजारा है दिल है मुश्किल. So check out the second mantra. माना के तेरी मौजूदगी से ये जिंदगानी महरूम है. माना के तेरी मौजूदगी से ये जिंदगानी महरूम है. जीने का कोई दूजा तरीका ना मेरे दिल को मालूम है. तुझको मैं कितनी शिद्दत से चाहूं, चाहे तो रहना तू बेखबर. मोहताज मंजिल का तो नहीं है ये एक तरफा मेरा सफर. सफर खूबसूरत है मंजिल से भी, मेरी हर कमी को है तू लाज़मी. अधूरा हो के भी है इश्क मेरा कामिल, तेरे बिना गुजारा है दिल है मुश्किल. So very, very beautiful words actually, this antra. So माना कि तेरी मौजूदगी से ये जिंदगानी महरूम. The word mehroom is mehroom means missing or separated. Separated महरूम है. माना कि तेरी मौजूदगी से ये जिंदगानी महरूम है. So in this form, in this physical body, as this limited contracted self, we are separated. We are purposely, we have separated ourselves from that divine universal consciousness in order to experience and rediscover this consciousness that we truly are. तो माना कि तेरी मौजूदगी से ये जिंदगानी महरूम है. I acknowledge, I accept that I am separated from you. But जीने का कोई दूजा तरीका ना मेरे दिल को मालूम है. So which way? जीने का, I have no other way of living. Which way? तुझको मैं कितनी शिद्दत से चाहूं. With so much passion I love you. चाहे तो रहना तू बेखबर. So whether this message, this love gets through or not, whether I am able to break through this boundary of my limited self or not, whether I'm able to break through or not, I don't know any other way to be, which is attempting that, going on in that direction, walking that path, no matter how difficult it is. And this difficult path that I'm walking, मोहताज मंजिल का तो नहीं है ये एक तरफा में ये that's a different tune. ये एक तरफा मेरा सफर. So मोहताज मंजिल का तो नहीं है. मोहताज means dependent. मोहताज is dependent. तो मोहताज मंजिल का तो नहीं है ये एक तरफा मेरा सफर. Apparently one way, one sided journey. Of course, in reality it is not one sided, because you and that are the same. So whenever you are moving towards that, that is moving towards you also. So but मोहताज मंजिल का तो नहीं है ये एक तरफा मेरा सफर. So it doesn't depend on the destination, it doesn't depend on any kind of result. सफर खूबसूरत है मंजिल से भी, right? सफर खूबसूरत है मंजिल से भी, मेरी हर कमी को है तू लाज़मी. अधूरा हो के भी, अधूरा हो के भी, अधूरा हो के भी है इश्क मेरा कामिल, तेरे बिना गुजारा ए दिल है मुश्किल. Wonderful. So nice. अधूरा हो के भी है इश्क मेरा कामिल. It is apparently incomplete, but in this incompletion and in this longing is the culmination, is the satisfaction, is the joy, is the heart, is the beauty, is the love, is the strength. So some of you have read this book and you remember there's one one point at which Amit Sharma, now Om Swami, before he became Om Swami, this is during that journey, during that quest. One of the most moving moments in that book for me was where he enters this Devi temple at top of Kedarnath, Rishikesh, somewhere in the Himalayas. And and he's just this quest for darshan, this quest for revelation, this thirst of such intensity that he's just lying prostrate on the floor of the temple, unmindful of who is there, who is not there, and and just requesting, beseeching, show me yourself, reveal yourself. So in a way it's adhura, because that darshan has not happened. Adhura ho ke bhi hai ishq mera kamil. So in a way it is incomplete, and yet in a way that is the culmination. That thirst, that longing is the highest expression of love. So अधूरा हो के भी है इश्क मेरा कामिल, तेरे बिना गुजारा ए दिल है मुश्किल. So awesome. So yeah, this was it was it's a little bit of a, uh, you just read that book recently, Anamika. You remember that particular uh, event? Yeah, I don't know who else read it. Jennifer ji, you have read the book earlier, and Sonal, you've read it. You are busy, I think, but so please post the books that you please read the books that you post. So it's very important. Find the time. I hope you can find the time because you have lot.
Sanjeev,
Sorry.
that book,
What?
this book, it just shook me.
Sir, I'm
I know.
halfway
One
through
sec.
the book.
Acha, you are reading. Okay, okay. Halfway. Very good. I'm very happy. But so you, I think halfway through you must have come across this scene that I'm talking about. This particular event.
No, sir, till chapter 6 I finished.
Okay, okay. So it's coming. It's coming. Look out for it. When it comes,
Yeah.
think of this song and these words when you read that. अधूरा
Yes,
होके भी
sir.
है इश्क मेरा कामिल तेरे बिना गुजारा है ए दिल है मुश्किल. That is what he's saying there. I cannot continue. I mean, here he is a millionaire, successful businessman, entrepreneur, living the beautiful life with fast cars and all the luxuries in Australia. And yet, uh, तेरे बिना गुजारा है दिल है मुश्किल, and he just drops everything and moves into this path. हाँ Namika, go ahead. Share what are you saying?
So, this book really shook me. Like, it shook something within me. And since that time, there's like a lot of emotions. I'm crying, and I don't know. And so, and I am getting these questions, which we have to call insta meditation.
Yeah,
So, for example, I want to practice it and deepen my, learning. And
yeah.
so, like, how often should we think of it? For example, shall I make it like a chanting, or maybe if I'm reading that book, so how do I do practice it, like, to make it much more successful?
Right, right. Yeah, uh, so just for people who may have not yet understood or seen this Insta meditation, I'll just summarize it in 2 minutes. So the whole quest or the whole process or the culmination of this understanding of who we really are, what we really want to do in life, how do we really want to live, how do we really want to spend our time on this planet. So we are all, at some level or the other, we are all grappling with this question, right, at different levels. Uh, so, um knowing that I am really that Buddha nature, that true self of love, of openness, awareness, of joyousness, how do I bring that into each and every experience of my life? That is the Insta meditation. So the question we ask ourselves is, how do I bring that to this situation? How do we bring that divine nature, that divine, loving, open, truthful, beautiful nature that I really am to this situation, whatever that situation may be, good, bad, ugly, wonderful, terrible, disturbing, elevating, enhancing, whatever, those are all experiences of life. How do I bring that to this? Is the question. So, and then the question is only left as a question. We don't answer the question. We only respond to that question. We respond with our words or with our silence or with our actions or with our thoughts or with our intention. Actually, not thought so much as intention. We respond with our intention. What is our intention in this moment? So, so to come back to what you are saying, so if this book, I mean, obviously the whole reason I wanted us all to read this book, and I still want everyone who has not read to read it, is to inspire us I mean, is to inspire us to propel ourselves. Bus ho gaya, you know. Propel with speed in direction that we want to go. बहुत टाइम पास कर लिया. And this the way this person has went ahead with this, with that quest and that journey, is just unbelievable. And the reason it is so poignant and so powerful, it is that it is not in some ancient time and thousands of years ago, and somebody who, because we hear of this, you know, Buddha was a prince living in a palace with surrounded by wealth, luxury, beauty, flowers, gardens, servants, and he dropped it in a moment and left. And same with Mahavir. But it happened long ago. And we see pictures of, you know, some saint meditating under a tree with a scorpion here and a snake here and this and that, and we go, हाँ वो ज़माने में होता होगा, अब तो नहीं हो सकता है, ये तो कलयुग है. Or some sort of you know, bahana we give to excuse ourselves from not going that far. But here is this guy in this day and age, in this century, a guy who was an IT professional and a, you know, business person in that, went through this same exact process today. And that's why it's so powerful. So at least the least that can happen from that is whatever difficulties and challenges you and I face in life, we can say, remembering what this person, what that tapasya was, of sitting in a cave filled with scorpions and rats for months. So this was his sadhana, this was his tapasya. It need not be everyone's tapasya. But what are your scorpions? What are your rats? What is your challenges? So if this person could sit in love and with quietness and peace in the midst of that, can you and I not sit in that peace and that love in the midst of our scorpions? Whether it's an irritating customer or an irritating client or a you know, or a misbehaving somebody on the street or on the road. So how to bring that to this road rage, somebody cutting in front of you in your car, you know, or honking at you, or I mean, honking at you in India means nothing, but in America, honking at you means it's a big deal. If somebody honks at you, means you are doing something really wrong, and you better, you know, wake up. So, but people get angry at that, and people go to the extent of pulling out guns and killing each other over something like this. And it happens not just in America; it has happened in India. People get into a fight on the road about cutting off somebody, overtaking somebody or whatever, and they get out of the cars and end up. So what I'm saying is, these are our scorpions, these are our rats, these are our challenges. The person who is insulting you, or the person who is mean to you, or the person who is disregarding you, or the person who is ignoring you, or the person who is belittling you or hurting you or harming you in some way, those are our scorpions. So while it may be amazing, it is amazing to be able to do that physically, it is equally challenging and more important what you do in the midst of these scorpions that life is throwing at us. So how to bring that to this? How to bring that to this? How to bring that to this? Every moment, any moment, all moments, every time this comes up, if you are already operating from that, the question will not come to you, see, these are all signals. If you get angry, it's a signal. If you get upset, it's a signal. If you get irritated, it's a signal. If you are not happy, it's a signal. If you are depressed, it's a signal. If you are sad, it's a signal. Um, so these are all signals to you that I need to ask myself this question. So if you are in the flow of life and you are feeling fulfilled, you're feeling joyful, you're expressing yourself fully, you're engaged in the moment, the question is not necessary, and you're just leading your life. You don't need to continuously bring it up. But when you get that signal from yourself, from the experience of whatever you're going through, that hey, I'm going a little bit off track here, I'm not being who I truly am. At that point, ask yourself the question, how to bring that to this. So definitely don't chant it. Chanting it is pointless. It's pointless. It's no point in sitting down and chanting 1,000 times how to bring that. Nothing. It will not do anything for you. It's about applying it in the present moment, in the middle of in the marketplace, in the jungle, in the middle of the chaos that life brings. In the middle of that, sitting back and chanting is too peaceful. You're already peaceful. You're already peaceful. If you're peaceful enough to chant, you don't need to chant. Uh,
But
but when
Sanjay
you're
ji, if we chant and say, how do I bring that to this and keep it like a signal in our minds, at least we remember to do it.
Yeah, no, well, I
Because
mean,
I
keep it.
forget to do it
Yeah, I
then.
know. Yeah, I
So
know. I
this
know.
way, you are like, signaling in your mind that I have to bring that to this in every moment. And that way it's not that this is going to, it's like a remembering signal in your mind when you're chanting. I feel
Yeah, yeah,
for me it
possible.
works that way.
Possible. If you want to try that, go ahead, do that. To me, that I find that those kind of brain level or mind level activity or training is is at that level, is at the level of the brain, it's the level of the mind. You're trying to address the mind with the mind, and addressing the mind with the mind works to a certain extent. It has its limitations. We want to address the mind and reality with our hearts, with our souls, with our being, with who we are, not with a programming or an automatic reaction, something like that. So if that's what it takes, see, and ultimately, we don't want one more task on our hands. Now we have to, to worry about and stress over. Oh, I didn't chant, and anyway, thoughts and everything is anyway not in our hands. It ultimately is grace. So even though we are bringing forth this technique and this process and this understanding and all that, whether in the moment of crisis this question will come to you is pure grace of divine. If you are prepared yourself to receive grace, and at least when that grace happened, you'll be ready to receive it. So we are only, this process and this journey or this technique is only preparation for grace. That by the grace and by the blessing and by just what reality brings, if this comes to you in the moment of crisis, in the moment of anger, in the moment of about to hit the mosquito, in that moment, if it comes to you, how do I bring that to this? If that grace happens, yes, then you can apply it and respond to it. I don't know what that answer would have been. Maybe the mosquito could have just been brushed away, I don't know, instead of being swatted. uh, but uh, but yeah, so it's intense, I mean, and this is why we want to be on the edge. We want to be on the edge of our seat of life. We want to live life sitting on the edge of the seat, looking at absorbing, drinking with both hands every moment that presents itself. It's like a movie in which, movies which are boring, what do? You lay back and theek hai yaar, chal aage बढ़ आगे बढ़ आगे बढ़. That's how life goes most of the time. But when we are in this awareness, we want to be at the edge of, we are on the lookout. Every such dart and every such challenge that life throws at us, we are ready with our move. We are ready with that perfect move. Remember this story that this story or this quote, I think Anamika is working on that, creating that video, where this martial arts master is telling one of his student that I don't want you to practice 10,000 moves, because 10,000 moves you will forget what move to use and what. I want you to practice 10,000 times the perfect move, so that when that attack comes, that perfect move, which is the move that's going to work, is readily available to you. So yeah, it's always, so what is that perfect move in this way, in this art of life? That perfect move is this: bringing your divine self, your true self, your inherent, magical, miraculous, all-powerful being that you truly are, bringing that to the present moment. And when you're doing that, life becomes an edge of the seat experience, like a cliffhanger mystery movie where you're really on the edge of your seat. Abhi kya hoga, ab kya hoga, ab kya hoga. So experiencing life as this exciting moment to moment journey, rather than, so yeah, so it's a very moving and very powerful book and a powerful journey, that, and so we use it. So what are the questions about that, or is there's more on this?
I find that when you bring this to that, you become
That
more
to this, that to this, yeah,
then you become more intuitive.
yeah.
So, is this should we follow that? Should we try to more, enhance it more? Should we take it in a technical term? Like, if I bring, that to this situation, then I feel more intuitive, more confident about anything which I am doing.
Correct.
And most of the time, I'm just be.
Yeah.
You are just like, okay, I'm in the moment and I don't think anything. But there are times when you feel intuitive. So shall we follow that intuition more, or consider it just as a thought?
So the question does not require an answer. This is a question you ask yourself: how do I bring that? How to bring that to this? You ask the question, but there is no answer. There is no right answer. There is no wrong answer. There is no better answer. There is no worse answer. There is only a response. And now you are out of the way. That is operating in you, through you, by you. That is in control. That is in charge. That is in the driver's seat and driving the car. It's pure intuition. It's the intuition of the highest order. It's the divine self which is now animating you, saying the words that need to be said, doing the things that need to be done. Divine is animating you, and if divine is animating you, then where is the need to think or judge or worry or wonder? Just allow. So it is pure intuition. You intuitively allow whatever is happening to just take its course, and you keep bringing that to this. It's not that the way we are structured, the way this life and this dance between the contracted self and the true self is that we continuously shrink back and contract back into that small I. It's not a one shot deal. As long as we are alive, we will be operating in this body as a contracted self. So it's not a one shot deal. So when it happens, and then when you realize it's not happened, again you ask yourself, and again allow that to flow again and again. So in a way it is continuous. It's all the time, every moment you could be asking this, but not as a job, not as a task, not as a habit. Please don't make this a habit. Please don't make it a habit. We don't want one more habit. It is not a habit. And habit is an automatic reaction action. It's your machinery, your mind, brain, body just doing something on automatic. It's the exact opposite of the spontaneous, living, breathing, loving, live being that you want to be. We don't want to be habit. I hate habits. Even good habits. I don't want a freaking good habit. I want to do good because I am good. I want to wake up early because I love the morning. Not as a bloody habit. I have a habit of waking up at 5 in the morning and meditating. So yeah, don't make this also into one more habit of, I have a habit of asking this question to myself about how to bring that to this. Then you're on automatic. It's the reptilian, it's the reptilian brain just on automatic doing it. Yeah, as a habit, no matter how good this habit is, if you do it as a habit, what is the quality of your experience of that? Just compare it. I have a habit of, what are people's habits? I mean, so-called good habits. I have a habit of going to the temple in the morning. What kind of a habit is this? So-called good habit. Yeah, Purushottam.
Habit of praying. Habit of praying.
Habit of
It just
praying.
cannot be habit because it is question of
Sorry?
Habit
Is
of
bringing-
exercising.
Yeah, habit of exercising, habit of praying. You exercise as a habit? What, Purushottamji, what you're saying?
this cannot just be a habit because it is more than that upper above that, because here we are using our awareness, and
Yeah.
being awareness, we are putting our intention in this that cosmos, and
Right.
and from that we are getting the answer.
Answer. And
So
it cannot be a
about-
habit. It is way ahead of habit. It cannot be a habit.
Yes.
But just to balance what I'm saying, having a good habit is better than having bad habits. Let me make it clear. Good habits are better than bad habits. If you are going to have a habit, at least have good habits. If you have a bad habit, please drop it. It is not required. But once you are beyond this good and bad habits, then drop habits themselves and live life spontaneously. So move from bad habits to good habits, and then once you've got good habits, drop all habits. Let each moment be new. Let each moment be real. Let each moment be alive. Let each moment be spontaneous. Yeah, like praying. I pray as a habit. I get up in the morning, I have a habit of praying. Or I have a habit of exercising. Your experience of the exercise, your experience of the prayer in the form of a ritual or a habit is going to be infinitely less satisfying than when you may do it every day, just like the guy who has a habit. Both people may be exercising every day, one out of habit, one out of spontaneous. Yes, I want to feel alive, I want to feel active, I want to energize my body, I wish to, get the blood flowing. Sorry? Huh. So anyway, okay. So you're saying
मुझे एक मिनट, मैं कुछ
हाँ
बोलूं?
हाँ बोलिए.
एक्चुअली हैबिट वो है जिसके आप गुलाम हो जाते हैं.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल.
अगर आप स्वतंत्र हैं, अगर मुझे लगता है कि चलो ठीक है, आज मैं मंदिर नहीं गया, मुझे कुछ और काम है, मैं उसको आई एम डूइंग समथिंग सम अदर थिंग वर्थ व्हाइल, सो वो गुलामी नहीं है, वो
Exactly.
हैबिट में नहीं आएगा.
Exactly. Right. Habit is automatic. It has become so much part of you that is automatic. But that automatic misses something. That automatic misses the essence of you. If you, as a habit, you tell people thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, and as a habit, you have gratitude. I have a habit of saying thank you. That thank you misses the thanks. It misses the gratefulness. It misses the feeling. It misses the emotion.
It misses life, though no life is there.
The life is missing. The life is missing from that thank you. So, do you really mean it when you say thank you? Is the question. And say it often, say it all the time. Wonderful, but not as a habit. So, yeah. So, I don't know what else you were saying, Anamika.
This was it. I wanted to know, like, spontaneously.
Yeah.
Spontaneous. That's how.
Be spontaneous, exactly. Be spontaneous. There is no fixed answers, there is no pre decided formula. There is no formula कि ऐसा हुआ तो ऐसा करो, ऐसा हुआ तो ऐसा करो. This is not a technique, this is not a tip. This is about becoming. There's a difference between becoming and doing.
So habit must not be mechanical. It
Exactly.
is from the heart.
Yeah, habit by definition is mechanical. All habits are mechanical. Yeah, habit itself is a mechanical activity. So becoming.
So with full concentration and heart,
Exactly.
not
Um,
mechanically. Okay.
Yeah. See, doing something can be just the doing of something is not what it is. It's the being, it's the becoming which is important, which is worthwhile, and which is where we want to go.
With awareness.
Han, great. Namaste. I'm assuming that is Mrs. Pandey.
Oh, you got it. In fact, we switched off the light of our room, and then
Okay.
she came over there.
Okay.
I was showing her the see Pratibha Ma, from New Jersey. How
Right.
active she is, how spontaneous she is.
Sure. She's over 70, I think, by now. And
80.
Must be over 80.
79.
79.
79 completed, running 80.
Wonderful. Almost 80. Very nice. Very
I
wonderful.
can't clap even.
Yeah.
I am born in 42.
Yeah.
1942.
I was asking just my wife to take inspiration from her.
Right. Sure. From everyone. And great. तो ये है. अच्छा, one more thing I wanted to talk about.
And I have to say, I am the sister or cousin of Sanjeev, so some inspiration I am getting also.
Yeah, definitely. She, Pratibha Ben is my chacha's daughter, so we are very close that way.
So means same family.
Yes, same family, same. Yes.
So thank you everyone.
Yeah. So the one more thing I wanted to, has anyone noticed the YouTube video? I mean, sorry, not the YouTube video. The Open Door WhatsApp group image, the DP. I changed it a few weeks ago, or maybe 10 days ago. Have you all seen it? Noticed it? Can someone display it? Anamika, maybe just share screen and display it. Yeah, Sonal, that's correct. Operate from the heart, from the soul, and the true you. Even beyond soul and heart, I would say. It's not even heart, it's soul, and even not soul, it's consciousness. It's universal consciousness. So don't even stop at heart and soul, okay? Operate from universal consciousness that you are. Because even heart and soul is a sort of a somewhat contracted form of universal consciousness. So operate, and of course all are necessary. The soul is needed, the heart is needed, and head is also needed. It is not that we shun the head or we think the head is useless or the head is not important. Head is important, but where it is usable and where it is important, it is important. You need your head to cross the road. Your heart is not going to tell you a car is coming. Right. So good. So this perfect. So this we change the. I mean, this is a temp. We can change it again also, but this is one I have put up since a few. So any one of you noticed and any thoughts on what this image is saying or meaning, or what is it?
Can I?
Yeah, go ahead.
It is for surrender your mind to be related.
No, your voice is breaking.
It is from going from chaos to
Yeah,
chaos to
chaos to balance. From chaos to balance. Exactly. From chaos to balance. Moving from chaos to balance. Exactly. And there are good, perfect. What other points you see in this image? What other, what, bringing that to this? Perfect. Exactly. This image is capturing exactly that. The this is on the right. This is. You may not be able to see my mouse, but yeah, on the right side, just move your cursor there. This is the this. This is the life. This is the marketplace. This is the street. These are the scorpions. These are the challenges that life is full of. And this is me in that state. And how to bring that balance, that lovingness, that openness, which is that, how to bring that to this, and coming face to face with this. Okay, there's one more very subtle message in this. See, the left is the divine, the right is the contracted self. You can say the left is the big I, the right is the small I. There's one more very subtle, very important message in this picture. What is that? About the big I and the small I. What do you notice about the big I and the small I? If big I is on the left, small I is on the right, what do you notice? Yeah, Purushottam ji. Okay, do you notice that it is the same face? It is the same person. These are not two people. Do you notice that it is not two people? It is the same person. It is another view or another perspective of the same. Right, but the right and left, Pandeyji, are both the same. It is capturing the essence of oneness. That the big I and small I are not two. Divine and human are not two separate. They are apparently separate, They are apparently separate, but if you look at the face, it is the same face. It is the same person. Also, the other message is, it is not a guru bringing peace and clarity to the chela. It is not an external somebody. It is you. You reflecting, looking at yourself, and you are telling yourself, listen, wake up, you are this, look at me, you are this, and be this, bring that to this. It is not an external, separate, something higher, something. They are both at the same level. Do you see that also? It is not like some Divya Shakti and you are this Kanij जिसको कुछ पता नहीं है, वैसा भी नहीं है. You are at the same level. You are in fact that in this form. Just you have changed form. All you have done is change form. So lot of meaning in that image. When I saw it, I was just like, wow, this is. And this was right around the time I was preparing for this Insta meditation. Thoughts were coming, and this came right up, and I said, this is exactly the image that captures it. Great. Sanjay, you have something to share? Sanjay, you want to say something? Able to unmute?
Yes.
Go ahead.
I wanted to share my experience in last these 10 to 15 days.
Okay,
At
great.
least, whenever I attend this session, next day or sometime or within some hours, that spontaneously that happens.
Okay.
Bringing that to this.
Right. Okay.
What I want to say, listening to this or attending this type of session regularly for some time
Right.
is quite important.
Right.
Then we should love, or we start loving this philosophy, or you may not say philosophy, loving
This understanding.
understanding.
Yeah.
To
Yeah.
be in awareness or to be in such consciousness. And
Correct.
if that has to be come spontaneously, we should attend this type of sessions regularly, and we should start loving this consciousness, to be in consciousness or to be in awareness. We should love it. Means it should be come out of love or spontaneously. It will come spontaneously only when we love it that much.
Exactly. Yeah, this is all out of love. Please, let's not make. We do not want to make open door also one more habit.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
That's very true. Very true.
Right. Great. तू सफर मेरा है, तू ही मेरी मंजिल, तेरे बिना गुजारा ऐ दिल है मुश्किल. तू मेरा खुदा, तू ही दुआ में शामिल, तेरे बिना गुजारा ऐ दिल है मुश्किल. मुझे आजमाती है तेरी कमी, मेरी हर कमी को है तू लाज़मी. जुनून है मेरा, जुनून है मेरा, जुनून है मेरा, बनूं. जुनून है मेरा, बनूं मैं तेरे काबिल, तेरे बिना गुजारा ऐ दिल है मुश्किल. ये रूह भी मेरी, ये जिस्म भी मेरा, उतना नहीं मेरा जितना हुआ तेरा। तूने दिया है जो वो दर्द ही सही, तुझसे मिला है जो इनाम है मेरा। तेरा आसमां ढूंढे मेरी ज़मीं, मेरी हर कमी को है तू लाज़मी। ज़मीं पे ना सही तू आसमां में आमिल, तेरे बिना गुजारा ए दिल है मुश्किल। Thank you, thank you, thank you. Wonderful, thank you, thank you, thank you. I bow to the divine that is present where you are situated. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being part of this journey. Wait, I'm starting the recording. हाँ, तो इसी बात पे एक शेर हो जाए पांडे जी।
क्या बात है, क्या बात है। तेरी तस्वीर और तेरा तरन्नुम जहां जहां है, मेरी जमीन और मेरा आसमां भी वहां वहां है।
क्या बात है,
वाह
क्या
वाह।
बात है। या स्पॉन्टेनियस रिस्पॉन्ड टू चलो दिलदार चलो चांद के पार चलो।
और एक वो भी, वो जो पहले कहा ना, मेरी ये आदत हमेशा ये आदत रही कि मैं किसी आदत का गुलाम
गुलाम नहीं। परफेक्ट। वंडरफुल, परफेक्ट, परफेक्ट। हरि ओम।
Sanjeev,
या
I want to say
वेट, ओके, वील पुट दैट आल्सो। चलो, ये वीडियो लंबा होते जा रहा है। गो अहेड।
तेरे सत्संग के बिना जीना है
जीना है
मुश्किल,
मुश्किल। अरे बाबा।
मुश्किल।
तू सफर
So,
मेरा, तू ही मेरी मंजिल।
और तू ही रख दे ऑल दिन का, सब दिन का सत्संग हमारा।
Yeah, let's see. Great,
चलो,
great, wonderful. Hari Om, Tat Sat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Bye, bye, bye.
थैंक यू, बाय।